Hey guys, welcome back. Lucian here with you, bringing another episode of the Server Play series. So I'm hanging out in my machine room, and you can see, true to my usual form, that I design something, and once I'm editing the video, I look at it and go, that looks like shit. So here's the next version of it, and maybe this will stay longer than the last episode. So I basically tore down those little blue things. I just didn't like the way they looked, and moved the oxygen generation station upstairs in that little overflow room. So I like this a little bit better. And one of the, I guess my viewpoint of this is that with AE2 is very colorful, very large pipes and very bright color pipes. So I wanted to kind of stick with that theme, but I still want to keep it clean, but I still want to have some pipes visible. So that's where I'm going to run the oxygen pipe, and then eventually the hydrogen, chlorine, whatever it is, pipe. So that's pretty cool. So today we're going to work on is we're going to get AE2 going, because I have moved all my chest into this hallway, and I just have so much crap that I need to sort it out. And AE2 is really the best way to sort it out. Yes, we have refine relocation in here, but I think at this point, since I have solid power, I have room, I have resources, there's really no reason to go right into refine relocation. Even though it's a cool mod, I just believe that I skipped too far ahead of that. So I did run the quarry, and we may go check this out depending on how long the episode is. Wisp. I like using the Wisp form a little bit better than Bat, because you actually can keep all your hearts, but your hitbox is a little bit weird. You can see I'm having a little trouble getting in there. So I actually quarried here underneath the surface and into this roguelike dungeon, and you can see this is kind of a cool because it gives you kind of a cross section of the roguelike dungeon. This is level 1, level 2, level 3, level 4. So I have not fully explored this area, and probably just might want to maybe explore it and then just move the quarry over and just quarry this out too. So got a fair amount of resources. I've already processed them all through the 3 times processing, and I actually have, there it is, just looking for the quarry itself. I've actually started working on making a digital miner, and you'll see some of the things go there. And I moved all the chests from inside, you can tell that. So cool. So let's jump into AE2. So AE2, I've studied it, I've really looked at it, and I have a pretty good understanding of how the basics of AE2 works. I still struggle a little bit with the channels and how many channels and channel allocations, U to P2P tunnels, and doing that whole thing. I still struggle with that just a little bit, and it may be because I've never done it. I watched Algorithm's video on channel explanations and breakdowns last night. So really good videos, like 23, 24 minutes long. I watched it. Pretty good explanation. So if you're having a little bit of trouble with channels, or you're just starting to get into AE2, I definitely recommend you check that out. So with that being said, I want to get a basic storage network up. So basically I can put all this stuff into an enemy network, and that way I can have that without having to dig through all these chests. Because my chests are, since I moved everything from outside with a dolly, and my chest got a little bit disorganized. I still have all my dust and gems in there, and then my ingots. And here's what I've processed through from the last quarry run. So let's get rolling. So I have the AE2 tab pulled up on the right side. So we need a couple things to start off with. So if I want to, what's the first thing I want to make? How do I explain this? Okay, this will be the easy way to explain it. I will need an energy acceptor. So the way the energy acceptor works is it takes power. Sorry, I just hit the mic. It takes power from my existing power network, which I did upgrade. I have 2 more wind turbines on the outside, and I took my magmatic dynamo that I was using to power the quarry and brought it in here, and I overclocked it by 1, so it actually will put out up to 160 RF a tick. And I need to mix more capacitors, but you know, there's so many things on the to-do list, but not enough hours in the day, kind of thing. So, energy acceptor, that's the first thing we're going to need. There's also a vibration chamber that if you don't have dedicated power, you can make a vibration chamber, and it'll basically burn anything that's burnable to turn, let's say, coal into AE power. So this energy acceptor is going to take my RF power and then turn it into AE2 power. So you can see here, quartz, glass, iron, and these fluix crystals. So I have iron and quartz already in my inventory. So this fluix crystal is the thing we need to deal with. And you can see the recipe. Well, and that's a pure one. I need the other one so I can show you the recipe. And switch. There we go. So the fluix crystal is made from dropping 1 charged Certus quartz, 1 nether quartz, and redstone into a puddle, and then just wait a little bit, and then it'll turn it into a fluix crystal. So AE2 is really kind of changed a whole lot as far as the crafting recipes. So I did already make 1 or 2 fluix crystals, because you get 2 out per recipe, but I did save 1 charged crystal so that way I can kind of show you how it works. So I just basically was testing. So 1 piece of redstone, and I believe, yeah, quartz is in this chest. Got my puddle over here, so quartz, charged, redstone, just like that. You'll see a little bit of particle effects, boom, and it gives us 2 per recipe. So now we can actually make our energy acceptor, which is our step 1. That. Okay, great. So now we have an energy acceptor. What's the next thing we do? Well, now again, still learning this, so don't beat me up too hard if this is wrong. The next thing I think needs to be made is a charger, and what the charger does, it takes regular Certus quartz, not the dust, but Certus quartz, and then turns it into charged Certus quartz. And what the recipes have changed, that a lot of things require the charged version instead of the Certus quartz. You can see right here just a few of the recipes. So pretty cool. So that's the next thing we're going to make, is a charger. That way I can charge up a few of these crystals, because if I can't charge up crystals, I can't make any more fluix crystals. If I can't make any more fluix crystals, then I'm stuck. So that's kind of the way I see the progression going. Alright. So, let's see if I have power. Where do I have easily accessible power? I believe right here. Yes, I do. Now let's see if this is going to work just like that. I hope it is. I hope. If not, then this is going to be a short trip. Okay. Okay, it did. So it was working right. So let me just go ahead and hammer these out real quickly. Don't know how long it takes. Okay, it's not long. If you watch Walia, you'll see when it changes. So just a few seconds. Okay, cool. So now we have a little bit more of this charged quartz crystal, and now we can actually start making more of these fluix crystals. Okay, well that's relief that worked fairly simply. So what do we need next? I think next we need probably a lot more of this flux crystal, if I would imagine. So let me go ahead and grab wrong chest. And this is part of the reason why I'm making the digital miner. It's because you need so much of this Certus quartz. You just need like tons of the Certus quartz. And I only had a little bit more than a stack. So let's get, let's do like 24-ish. This video may be a little bit choppy because there's a little bit of grindiness between these stages and early AE2. So again, there's nothing I can do. I try to cut out the crappy stuff so you can basically have a nice seamless video without me derping around too much. So let me go ahead and, well, let's just do it on camera. Okay, so let's grab some more of this stuff, and so it's 11, 11, 11. Okay, you go in there, you go in there, you go in there. Okay, so 23. That'll actually, we can actually get a little bit, get somewhere with that. So next we need is a, I would say we need a drive. So we need a drive. So that takes engineering processors and flux crystal, no, flux glass cable. Okay, so that's not too bad. Now to make these new processors, it's a little bit more complicated. So that, and then we need a terminal. So well, let's go ahead and hammer out this first. So I know that's going to be diamonds, and I need some redstone. I have some silicon already, so let's go ahead and grab 2 diamonds. And before we do that, we are going to need an inscriber. So here's the inscriber. It's not too bad. So you can see I already got the sticky pistons made up. And what the inscriber is going to do is take these presses that I went and got. You can see I was working on the digital miner a little bit before I started recording. It's going to take these presses and just make different things. So we're going to need a silicon press, I believe, a logic press, and maybe an engineering press. I don't know. We'll see. So inscriber. Okay, very good. Let's just get you out the way for a second. So to make the drive, we're going to need a printed engineering circuit and a printed silicon. So to make an engineering circuit, engineering press over a diamond. And this does need power. So that's why I'm putting it down on top of this. So engineering. You can see the little progress bar. Bam. And there is a way to automate this, all these different recipes and crafting recipes. There's a way to do it, and when I decide which way is going to work for me, I will let you guys see it. One of the guys that I watch is King Daddy D-Mac. You've probably heard of him. He did I watched his video last night on really cool how to automate this with extra utilities, transfer net pipes. So I might take a look at that. Okay. Oh, so you can only put in one at a time. Well, isn't that interesting? Like that. And there we have our engineering processor. So this stuff right here is a little bit grindy. I definitely will admit that. Okay, now can we make the drive? We still need to make glass cable. Okay. So this is to make quartz fiber, Certus quartz, and glass. Now I'm going to use nether quartz since it's more abundant to me than Certus right now. So we'll just go ahead and hammer this out real quick. Put this obsidian up, which I was using for the digital miner. Okay. So now we have quartz fiber, and I believe it was 1, 2, yes, at ME cable. So you can see if we don't have these floats crystals, which needs a charged crystals, we're going to be stuck. And let's go ahead and just make just 2 sets of that. So I believe it was this, and there we go. ME drive. Very cool. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to put the drive down right here, and then I'm going to take this and run 2 pieces over. That way I can have that getting power and the charger getting power. Come here, you. If I jump down there, I'm not going to be able to get out. So I'm going to show you guys how to make this first setup, and then I'm going to come back and do more off camera between the episode. But since there's not a lot of people out there showing good demos on how to start with AE2, I definitely wanted to do that. Alright, so now we have a drive, so we need our drive disk, and we're going to need a terminal. Okay, so let's deal with a terminal next. Okay. Grab some drink because my throat's a little sore. I've been sick the last day or 2. So, illuminated panel. It's not too bad. And I still have some more of that. Excellent. Grab a little bit of glowstone, which I went and got earlier. Was it 1 or 2? I don't remember. I'll just take 2. I'll take some of this as well. I think I might need it. Alright, illuminated panel. Okay, cool deal. So we want to make I would like to make a crafting terminal, but I don't have any of this pure Certus quartz. But I can make it. In fact, let's do that right now. So to make pure Certus quartz crystals, you take a Certus quartz seed made from quartz dust and sand and put it into a puddle. And this process is slow, but you can speed it up with growth accelerators. So let's like make that many, which would be 16, I believe. So I'm gonna go ahead, and you can see on the tooltip it says it does not despawn, and it's got percentage on it. So I'm just gonna go ahead and toss this in the water and let these guys start growing, because they're going to take a while. So that I can do off camera, but that's my goal, is to have a crafting terminal. So we are going to need just a ME terminal to start off with. So we have that the dark illumination. Right. Dark. Okay. And okay, whatever. Whatever algorithm. So formation core and an annihilation core. And then a logic processor, which is going to be gold. Okay, so we're going to need 2 gold ones. And what about you? So 3 gold ones. And some fluix dust. Okay. So let's drop 3 of you in there and grab some gold. Gold, gold, gold. Getting very low on the gold. 3, I said. Yeah, 3. Okay. So, engineering. No. Logic? Yeah, that's right. So grab 3 of these. It'd be nice if you could put that like a whole stack in there and just let it process. Okay, cool. 3. Sending me some silicon press, which we're gonna need 3 of those. And now that I can start basically making these flux crystals easier. I can start making more of these inscribers, which will be very helpful. Okay, so you, oh man, one at a time. And then those flux dust should be done by now. In fact, let's go grab them. It actually has a pretty cool animation. Watch, I'll show you the animation. If I can do it quick enough. Oh, yeah, it kind of closes like a little panini press or something. That's the only thing I could think of. It's kind of a dumb comparison, but yeah, you know how it goes. Alright. So we can make one of those. Make one of those. Cool. Returnable. Nice. And I want to put you right here. No, 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 I want you to go the other way. Can I rotate it? Well, what'd I do? Oh, okay, it's still back there. And yes, this is dirt. That's why it has the dirt sound. Just some chisel dirt that I thought looked good. Okay, so we have enemy terminal. Can I not put you right there? Excellent. Yay, it worked. Okay, cool. So now we need to deal with drives, which may be fun. Drive housing. Okay, cool. Am I missing them? Oh, there we go. So again, not too bad. Just some more of these logic processors and then some Certus quartz. Are they charged? Yes, they're charged. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead. You got the basics. You see the crossword recipe. I'm going to go ahead and grind a few of these out and do a time check, and then we'll be back. So, see you in a second. Alright, I'm back. So, finished doing that. I made 6 logic processors, 24 charged. So I think we can put this all together. So to make the, I'm gonna make 6 1Ks. So there we go. So those are the actual storage segments. To make them be able to work, you actually have to put them in a storage housing. And then we're just gonna combine those up. Bam. Not too bad, huh? So now we have 6 1K drives, which is very, very simple stuff, but That's where you got to start with AE2. So not bad. So 10 types, using about 100 of that. So now I can start moving all my stuff over. Pretty cool. So let's go check on the seeds. 3%. So that's probably been maybe, what, about 10 minutes or so? Maybe 15 with the cut time. So that's pretty ridiculous. So instead of jumping over and start working on the digital miner, which I will actually, that'll be the first thing we do next episode, let's go ahead and make one of these things. Crystal Growth Accelerator. Recipe's not too bad. Flux box, which we can do. And we have 4 of those. We still have some cable, which probably need a little bit more cable. What else do we need? Some glass, which I don't have any of. Just used it all. So let me grab some of this stuff. Grind this up. Still get some glass in the inventory. Very good. And what this is going to do is accelerate the growth, as the name implies, of those seeds. So grab my iron back out. Cool. So we have 1. 1 isn't much, but 1's also better than nothing. So let's do this. Get out of this hole that I'm in. Why would I take damage? I still have a bucket of water. Grab these seeds up. Now, from what I understand, again, I have not used it, and these do take a fair amount of power to run, but power we're doing fine on. Okay, so 3% going in the bucket. Or I wonder if it's gonna glitch. Okay, so it says it's online. Hell, let's put them both in there. Wonder if it's glitching out because of the conduit down there. Yeah, it doesn't show power use. And this is pretty cool too. You can have it the old way or in the tall style. I like the tall. Yeah, this is gonna glitch out, but I can fix it. I just need to put a real block down there, but let's see if it's still working. %. Okay. Okay. Washed all my torches away, but that's fine. Oh, only 1. Okay, now let's give that a shot. Because I think it was glitching on that conduit since it wasn't reading it as a full block. Okay. Do your thing. Should see some particle effects. This thing says it's online. Jumping around a little bit. 4%. Okay. Well, we got that working. It says it's online, so I guess we'll leave that to fixed. And the reason I want that is the way I can actually get a crafting terminal, which you need these pure Certus quartz for. So let's see. What else can we use this for? Make the 1K storage cell, view cell, capacity card. Yeah, there's the printed calculation circuit. And we need that pure Certus quartz to be able to make the 4K drives, as well as the memory card, which we're going to need to do if we have P2P tunnels. Cell workbench, crafting unit. There's a crafting terminal, that's what we need. Level emitter, network tool. So yeah, there's a handful of things that we're going to need that for. But I think that is going to pretty much do it for this episode. Probably getting close to the 30-minute mark. 14%. I could add some more on here, but not in that big a hurry, and it's going pretty well. I'm going to spend the next few minutes probably moving inventory over to the ME unit, and I will see you guys next time. Thanks again for joining me. Be sure to check out the Patreon, the forums, follow me on Twitter if you don't already. Leave me some comments down below, send me a tweet, it doesn't matter. I like hearing feedback. Let me know if you have any questions about AE2. I will try to do my best to answer them. I'll leave a link to Algo's channel video that he did not long ago, his YouTube channel video about AE2 channels. Might be clear, so that way you can kind of watch that video. Maybe you're having a little bit of help with the channels thing. And we're going to continue to dive into AE2, and I will see you guys on the next video.